Hello, Empresses. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Back from vacation, which was delightful. Lots going to be happening in February and beyond. I'm going to do a lot more live super chats and things like that. But I want to say that I've heard a lot of you about videos and wanting more of a subscription kind of a model. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. So in that place, it is going to be about twin flame, spiritual development. I will be doing, if not daily videos, I will be doing videos more often like I used to, and putting them in there and making it super available and affordable for everybody. I just saw the Ace of Cups. Yay! So I want to make sure we do that. And so there'll be more coming very soon on that. I'm also inviting India, who many of you know from the channel. Like I said, we'll be doing more lives, and also introducing you to Jen Huber, who is a shaman, who is fabulous. And we are going to be doing a lot of work around spiritual development, spiritual awakening, how managing this. The Facebook group is great for everybody to talk to each other, but I feel like there needs to be another container for the videos, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so look for that. We're going to be announcing that in the next. I mean, I guess this is announcing it, but not really. We'll be putting that link up in the Empress Club. This video is going in the Empress Club. Also, if you are not part of the Empress Club and you're on the twin spiritual journey and you want to join, please note that you need to answer all the questions. Okay, we just want to see where everybody's at. So please do that, and there's a link below to join. The Facebook group will also put a link in there when we announce it to join the video piece, okay? I've seen this card now 4 times in my shuffling here. Ace of Cups. So what I want to say today is I want to talk about attachment. And I want to talk about, you know, just come clean on some of my journey here, because I feel like that's what we're doing together here, is I'm sort of part of all this. King of Cups. Oh my good Lord. And let you know that this journey, I really have been in alignment with walking this journey however it shows up to me. Okay. And lately have been feeling very much like I'm in alignment with walking this journey solo. That's my mission here, is to, and I haven't really said it out loud because I wasn't sure how everybody would take it, but I feel like it's time for me to share with you a lot of what's going on with me, because I feel like that's part of this mission. Okay, it's about the journey. So in my awakening, in my going from that Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups, not solo. I had to release the attachment that I had, that my mind said to me, I know who the twin is and I'm attached to that person. That person, as some of you know who have done private readings with me, is not available to me. It doesn't really matter why, okay? There are reasons that that person has, of their own free will, chosen to not be in alignment with the journey, not needing to disrupt anybody's privacy about this. So it doesn't really matter that you know that story. Just know that that's what's going on. And the journey for me for the past, you know, few months, definitely, has been about, and Jen Huber and I talked about this morning, about aligning the masculine, feminine inside oneself, and then almost like a click, the light shines, right? We talk about being the lighthouse and not the storm. We talk about being in a self-love journey. We talk about, and now I want to talk about attachment, because I do feel like it's important for me to say that attaching to the knowing of who that person is puts a cap on what is you're making available to yourself. So what's available to you on this journey can be way more than what your mind can put itself around. Okay, your mind is very small, only using a certain amount of our brain power. Our mind has been integrated, infiltrated encapsulated, I don't rap, with other people's ideas of what it should be or what it should look like or how you should be treated or how you shouldn't be treated or the healthiness or unhealthiness of that journey. What does that look like? Getting the buzz of a connection of somebody and being like locked on that that's got to be the person. And then, you know, sort of getting dragged behind the car if that person may or may not be the twin, also may or may not be, you know, it's all about learning, right? So that's a lesson you've had to learn. And so unattaching yourself from the knowingness, right? That's why I don't tell people that I generally know if you're a twin. I can see that. But I don't feel it's my space or my mission to be telling people who their twin is or are, because I truly believe that it is a vibration and people have free will and are allowed to choose to be in the vibration or not be in the vibration. And I'm just here to say for you, just from my own experience, no longer holding myself hostage to an ideal or an attachment to an expectation about a certain person being available to that vibration or even allowing it in their life. And so when you do that, you sort of open yourself up to this bigger idea, this bigger, something that your mind couldn't even get yourself around. Like Jen and I were talking this morning, and like a year ago, I could not have envisioned that all y'all would be here. I was thinking, okay, I'll just read some cards on YouTube, no big deal. But it has been, you know, it's been divinely guided to walk that journey and to be in this community of all y'all and way beyond what my mind could have anticipated or predicted or expected or even thought was possible. I'm living proof, okay, that everything that has happened in the last year and a half in my life, in my work, in my journey, in my mission, if I were to say today, this is what it, right? If I were to say today, this is what it should look like, you're cutting off, I would be cutting off possibilities that I haven't even allowed myself to envision or having the expectation, because a lot of, for the journey for me has shown up about a lot of, I'm not even making a sentence here, has been really allowing yourself to cut yourself free of old matrix ideas, cut yourself free of attachments. And then you kind of don't know the full universe of what's possible, right? It's like, I definitely remember in my creative life, making video or movies or whatever I was doing, if I didn't see a box, if I didn't see what somebody else had done, it was hard for me to envision. And then I realized, okay, what I'm doing is I'm trying to stay in the matrix of what's expected. And when I really liberated myself out of that idea, because really, would you have thought, oh yeah, by the way, get rid of that marketing agency, you know, go read tarot cards on YouTube would be way more in alignment with my mission, way more in alignment with what I'm here, my destiny on this planet is. It's like I didn't even know until I just trusted and started doing it, okay? And so that's what I'm saying to you today, is just to trust. You know, not everybody's work is spiritual. Not everybody's mission, not everybody's twin journey looks the same. But allow yourself the freedom, I'm shuffling like a million times here, to show yourself, to allow, because, you know, God, your higher source, whatever you choose, has such bigger plans for you than you could even envision right now. So allow for that. Release all attachments. You ever see that movie? This is sort of like a negative version of this message. But I forget the name of this movie. John Goodman's in it. And they use Sympathy for the Devil, which is the, you know, Rolling Stones, okay, if you don't know it. But what basically is the devil coming to Earth, and it needs a host. It needs a human being. And so the devil sort of jumps from person to person carrying out their mission, and when it no longer serves that host, it like that person has to touch another person, and that the devil jumps to that other person, and the person who the devil was in was like, what happened? Like they don't even know, right? And it was just a very creative envisioning of how evil, or whatever, this is the negative version of this, shows itself in the world. It was a very creative idea. And so I'm here to posit for you the positive side of that, that when a twin, somebody who you have locked onto or something like that, has left the building, right? They're like, nope, this isn't for me. They've made a choice. There's some kind of soul choice that either you are now moving up, you can no longer teach the lessons to this person, that's why they're with karmics, that's why they're with other people, that's where they belong. When you free yourself up of the expectation of a certain person, you're then allowing God in to you, like the Lover's card, right? You're like the man looks at the woman and the woman looks at God. You're allowing God in, okay? And allow God in. All right, let's do a reading. Let's just do a reading, Mary Jo. Okay. So this is for the collective. Let's really see what's going on in the collective right now. Let's really see what's going on. I see the Emperor here. Okay. Overcoming ideas, overcoming attachments, overcoming things that have kept you stuck. Getting to a place in the journey where you really have moved forward, moved into higher vibration. In the Five of Wands, all the people are fighting together, right? They're all down here on the ground fighting together. The Six of Wands, he's up on the horse, and they're still all on the ground, okay? But he has overcome that struggle. Definitely overcome that struggle. I also pulled a Gaia card, which I will read you at the end of this reading, okay? So, let's see. I gotta move this deck. How come it seems like my space is getting smaller? Because I have more stuff here. Feel like you have overcome things. High Priestess right in the middle here. Empress. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. This is about cutting attachments. About awakening to the idea that love can come in this high vibration. The new person, if it's not the person who you think it is, whatever, open up attachments, cut off. Clear yourself of attachments to a specific person, and then love can come rushing in. In high vibration. You're in high vibration. Get yourself in high vibration if you're not there. But in high vibration, the person, whether or not the person you have, because sometimes people can be attached to other human beings and like, sure that person is your twin. And it's part of the journey to heal what is going on in that connection. Some people stay in very unhealthy connections because they're convinced that this person is a twin. And when you see, okay, instead of focusing on the human and what they're doing, focus on what is being mirrored back to you. What is being mirrored back to you? Using your intuition, I love this. Okay, let me just show you. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Three of Cups. So some of you are in third party, okay? Some of you have been waiting a really long time. Some of you have been holding on, been very persistent, holding out hope. Third party situations, it could be, it doesn't have to be another person. It can be that someone has chosen a different path, and the different path is the third party. Okay, do you see what I'm getting at here? It doesn't have to be that they're married or that they're in a committed relationship. They have made a choice to move into a thing that is blocking you being together. There is a persistence here. There is a wait time. There is somebody who needs other things to learn. They need other lessons to be taught to them. And by seeing this from a new perspective, releasing the need for it to be a specific human being, releasing that need, then this is about moving forward. Knight of Wands, this is you, High Priestess, Empress, about using your intuition, using your passion, shining your light bright, shining that light, right? Internally, shining that light. This person could have, they're waiting for something. They could be getting out of a third party. It could be drinking. It could be overworking themselves. It could be another human being. It could be whatever that is, whatever that third party is. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. It's that this person is still hammering away at that third party situation. They're trying to see something come to fruition. It's like, do I keep digging this hole? Or do I get out of this hole and try something else? That's where they are. They're in that space of, do I keep digging or do I move forward? Because there's you here in this very high vibration. High Priestess, Empress. I feel like they are going to, because look, this other person is on the horse, you're on the horse, overcoming things. That's Sag energy about moving fast. They could be premature in their moving toward you because you are in much higher vibration. But then look what happens to this person. Love gets them to see things in a different way. Love is getting you to see things in a different way. It's turning things around on you. It's challenging you to see the truth of the situation, turn things around on you, and understand that, you know, it's true that a lot of us were raised with faulty ideas of what love is. Sometimes unavailability of somebody feels like familiar. Okay, if this pattern is, if you can talk about it and act like it's somebody else and you can see the unhealthiness of it, then what does that relate to as you were growing up? What was the lesson about what love looks like? Okay, really seeing the truth of the matter. What's the Three of Cups here? Okay, wow. They're resistant to putting, look at that, Ten of Swords showed up in reversed. They're resistant to, their communication is going to happen. They're resistant to this end, to ending something. Very resistant to ending that. They're resisting digging the hole. They keep digging this hole, okay? And so your job is to sort of let yourself free. Because your free will is, I want to be in alignment with that which is loving, in a loving relationship, in high vibration, right? Letting resistance, the resistance is, oh no, I don't want to let go of my twin. And that's not really what you're doing. You're letting go of the idea of a human being. We're talking about soul stuff here. We're talking about 5D stuff. We're talking about God's ability to put someone in your life who is in a healthy situation, who is able to give love and receive love. And this person, for some of you right now, is resisting putting that nail in the coffin. They keep digging the hole. This guy even looks like he's digging, okay? They're resisting digging the hole. They keep digging that same hole. Why? Because that's what they were taught as kids. What they are doing, what you need to see is if you're attached to a human who you believe to be your twin, and they are resisting finishing another situation, It's because that's what they were told was love when they were kids. Okay? That's what they were told. And now they are going to have a new idea. But they can't stop doing that. You're sticking around, you're just focusing on them is not helping the situation. Instead, being loving to self and moving toward a loving situation is what you need to do. It doesn't mean this person isn't coming in. It doesn't mean you're letting go. I basically understood that my job might have been on a solo path, but I also am not becoming attached to that idea that I'm on a solo path. I'm not becoming attached to that idea, okay? I am loving, I am happy, I am joyful, and my integrated masculine feminine is clicking, right? So the light is shining and it's being manifested in what you're seeing here. The journey is being manifested here on the channel. I don't know if I had my twin with me, if this channel would have grown as much as it has, as fast as it has. Because I have had literally time to myself to do what I need to do. And now looking at something differently, looking at what love is to you, what does love look like to you? Why am I so attached to this, it being this one person? Can I detach from that in my truth? Can I cut myself away from that idea and allow God to bring in, allow myself, my masculine and feminine, to be connected, to be, not connected, to be in union. Allow myself to be in union. So that when this person shows up, we will both have overcome some things. All right? We both will have overcome the thing about unavailability. Right? I'm attaching myself to someone who's unavailable. That means I'm unavailable. And that's blocking. This is resistance. This is blocking. These are the very cards of resistance. The 5 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, even the 9 of Wands here are the very cards that are called resistance. Right? Resistance. The 10 of Swords in reverse. To me, this feels like a resistance to ending something. There's also a school of thought that those knives fall out pretty fast when you release resistance to the idea that this is normal, that pain is normal, that love doesn't hurt. That's an Oprah quote. Love doesn't hurt, okay? So when you release resistance to the idea that love hurts, knives fall out. Endings happen. Sun comes up the next day. Staying in that is resistance to love. Wow. Oh my goodness. One more card. I will do an extended here. I will, because I feel like I just saw the Judgment card here. This is about a conscious choice. Okay? This is about a conscious choice. To move. 6 of Swords. We got 6s here. Right? We got 6s. The 6 of Cups. Right? The soulmate energy. What does that mean? What does it mean to be on a soulmate journey? That sometimes you gotta take it one step at a time. Sometimes I bet you this. I'm gonna bet you chocolate donut from Dunkin' Donuts. No product placement here. I just like that chocolate donut. That this isn't really gonna look like you think. And allowing for it's gonna be better. Allowing for it's gonna be way better than you're envisioning. If you're capping it in your mind, well, it's gonna look like this. And you have this like big fantasy about it. That's still less than what God could bring. God's infinite. Infinite. Okay, guys, so that's a big message for today. If anybody wants to tootle along with me and do some more, I will do an extended, but that's a pretty big message. Okay? Love you.